of horse racing over the road, which is just a stone throws away, the horse racing track here. Eastern Festival. A lot of people have done the double today, horse racing here to the Greyhounds.
I think there's a casino in the town as well. I mean, it's absolutely a gambler's paradise and plenty of action at the horses and at the dogs tonight. There's a big crowd downstairs. I can see them. The huge cheer went up in our first race that you just saw a few minutes ago. They'll be cheering on, no doubt. Trap 1 here. Odds on chance against the fence for John Mullins, of course, a previous winner of the East Anglian Derby with Swift Keith 2 or 3 years ago now. They'll be with the red. 3 wins from 8 start, looking to build on that.
OK, let's go to our commentator, and he's in there somewhere. There he is, amongst his harem of supporters and fans. Errol Blythe, good evening.
Yes, good evening, everyone. The hare is on the move for our first race, the Sunbets In Play 24, 71st East Anglian Derby Puppy Trophy. Well, it will be soon. They're playing the music, but now they wave the flag, and here comes the hare for our first short price favourite. Oh, yes, 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 in Trap 1. Get ready for the action. And away they go, racing up towards the first. An average break from the favourite. It's 3 through the centre. Iceni Queen who's going to lead. So Iceni Queen nips round in front here from moving up into second. Oh, terrible trouble there. I'm afraid Trap 1, oh yes, 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 has fallen with 2 Drum Cove Luke. So head down the far side into that third bend, and it's 5 on the outside. Penny's Ryan who's challenging Iceni Queen. Both greyhounds are up okay in behind, by the way. There's nothing between 5. Penny's Ryan on this near side. Iceni Queen trying to come back in it. It's tight, but I think that 5 Penny's Ryan has got there from 3. Iceni Queen in a thrilling finish. Good news, first of all, is that both Oh Yes, Yes, Yes and Drum Cove Luke did get up and race down to the drop at Yarmouth. So that's good news. It's a shame it spoilt the race, especially for those of you who followed the favourite, who didn't get the greatest of starts. Oh Yes, Yes, Yes. That might be par for the course. It's not noted as a brilliant starter, I have to say. But going into the bend, it just seemed to move off maybe a little bit into the 2. Drum Cove Luke and ended the worst of it, that's for sure. When they went down the far side, 5 Penny's Ryan on this near side, battling on with 3 Iceni Queen. And when they race up towards the line, there's little between them. I thought first impressions that 5 Penny's Ryan had got there. Let's take another look as they come up towards them in line. Yes, 5 Penny's Ryan looks as though it's got there. I think they're making an announcement at the moment as they race up towards the first bend. You can see a different angle here. Yeah, 1 maybe clipped the rails and then bounced off to the 2, Drum Cove Luke, but both of them fell. Both of them did get up and complete okay. And then we had a terrific battle. Iceni Queen, Peter Mingay's greyhound, and Penny's Ryan for Mark Wallace. And Penny's Ryan, the greyhound who's been involved in trouble on both its starts so far. Looks as though it's just got there. Winning time's up, 27.95. A trouble-marred race. Believe the 5 has won, but we're still waiting for confirmation. Yes, it has. Trap 5 has won. Penny's Ryan goes on to beat 3. Iceni Queen in second place here at Yarmouth. Let's take a look at the print, because that's coming through as well. And there we go. Wins by a good head in the end. Penny's Ryan for trainer Mark Wallace. Gents, it was messy in the end, but we had a good scrap between the 2, Penny's Ryan and Iceni Queen, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a good finish, Errol. Good call by you as well. You nailed your colours to the 5 dog crossing the line, and you were spot on. Wins by a head in the end. But I'm afraid it was a case of oh no, 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 wasn't it, for favourite backers early on. Missed the start, awkward at the boxes, big tangle at the first bend. Just glad to see the greyhound get up, because it was a nasty fall.
It was. I mean, thankfully they were up on their feet pretty quickly, but 5 Penny's Ryan has won for John and James Wright. They're here in the building tonight, long-time owners. Of course, it could just be a fantastic few days for them. As mentioned, they're going to be on their way off to Dublin on Saturday morning, cheering on Black Farron, of course, part of that syndicate, owning the Irish Derby finalist. Penny's Ryan only having its 3rd start, had finished down the field in a couple of Romford races, showed the benefit of that trial, and is just going to edge out the very game Iceni Queen for Peter Mingay. Messy race at that first bend, but the 5 and the 3 taking advantage of that. They skip clear. Penny's Ryan wins for the Wrights.
Of course, Mark Wallace, obviously well known in these parts, of course. Used to train here, twice a winner of the East Anglian Derby, including last year with Clondotty Alex. He won it, I think, a good few years ago with Fear No One as well, didn't he, Mark? So he knows about having winners around here.
He certainly does, yeah. He's too part of that syndicate with the likes of Dave Lawrence, Brian Asher, Terry Coveney, Scott Fraser, Nick Cheeseman, Martin Johnson, Paul Ephraimson, Phil Bird, Paul Soames, Matt Cushion, I should say, and Dean Morris. So, well, they're in pretty good form.
Certainly are. Mark Wallace with a winner in our first stem. Penny's Ryan just beating Iceni Queen. Ran a great race in defeat, didn't she? Tried her hardest to win it for the Harlow team of Peter Mingay, but in the end, Trap 5 just too strong coming home.
I've spoken to Mark. Mark's at the kennels. Ryan Pettit and, of course, son Dan Wallace in charge of proceedings tonight. Got 4 runners, and, well, it started off pretty well.
Yep. Boys in charge tonight, Daniel. Good luck to him. And a nice winner there with Penny's Ryan. Here's the Greyhound coming back, and a nice winner, son of 0-10.
We're talking about the Brits, of course, making their annual exodus to Shelbourne Park. What about the guys from Ireland coming over here and supporting their runners in the Yarmouth Derby? That's exactly what Trevor O'Donnell has done tonight. He's part owner, of course, Higher Butts. He's come over with his mum Bridget and sister Nikki to support Higher Butts. So well done, and good luck to Trevor, Bridget and Nikki. They could be cheering if Higher Butt goes round the first bend. Well done to there's John Wright in centre of picture with Ryan.
And obviously we are going to show you the Irish Derby semi-finals, so stay tuned for that a little bit later on here on Sky Sports Action. Sunbets put a lot into it. I know they were here yesterday setting up the stadium last night with all the advertisements and stuff. They put a lot into this event, haven't they? They really have. All the jackets for the kennel hands. You know, they've gone to quite big lengths to try.
Absolutely, and it's always great to welcome new sponsors into the game of greyhound racing. Absolutely, and the brand, they've got close connections, of course, with the Sun newspaper. A certain Matt Chapman, I think, pens a weekly column. Did he tip something in the Yarmouth Derby? I hope he did.
I don't know. I think he's in somewhere else, isn't he, this week? But anyway, let's go and join a man who's definitely here tonight. It's our very own Darryl Williams. He's down there at the winner's podium. Darryl.
Anthony, thanks very much indeed. So, good performance from Penny's Ryan. How good was it? Well, they have one of these wonderful clocks here at Yarmouth, so 27.95, split of 5.40. No more information required. Let's pop across and meet the owners here, because it's father and son, isn't it? John and James Wright, who own the winning greyhound. We can just dig across here and have a quick word with John first of all. Nice start to the night.
Hi, Darryl.
How are we doing?
Yeah, after this, very good, thanks.
Did you see this coming?
Yes. He done 2 great times in trials at Romford. He came here and done a really good first-time trial. He lacks a little bit of early out of the traps for Romford, so rather than going for the Puppy Cup, Mark and I discussed it and we said, let's go for the Open, because we're East Anglians, although we come from the better part, Suffolk. I will say that we thought this was more winnable than perhaps going in the Puppy Cup.
I wish I'd had this conversation with you before the race.
We really fancied it. We thought the way he's run, we thought he'd do really well.
And this could be a big catalyst for what happens at the weekend, of course, in Ireland. Tell me about your finalist.
Well, we have a share in Black Farron, so James and I are flying over there on Saturday morning. The nerves are already starting after this running. We're going for a double. It'll be absolutely fantastic. I don't know if Mark and Daniel, you coming as well, are you?
Yeah. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope there's room, Daniel, for you. That's a good performance. We'll talk about the team in a second. Let me just get a very quick word with James first of all. I mean, look, Ireland beckons on the back of a terrific performance here.
Yeah, we're really pleased. Obviously, ran well tonight, and really looking forward to maybe another winner at the weekend. It'd be like a dream come true. So
I mean, Black Farron was fantastic in the semi-finals. Can you see him pulling it off again?
Well, I can. You know, I mean, he won the quarter-finals and he won the semi-finals, and with a bit of luck, you know, he can win the final.
Coming good at the right time.
So we're really excited. Yeah, I mean, it's a great bunch of lads that have got him, and we're so excited. And maybe there will be some more dogs to come as well. I think the boys are over in there in Ireland Friday, going to the puppy heat. So. Paul and the rest of them might be looking out for another one.
It's a long weekend for those who make the venture out there. Sorry, Daniel, treading on your toes. Tell me about some of the other teams, because I'm not sure about Ruby's Rascal. Hobbs' Nat Ruby's Rascal. I know you're quite sweet on him.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a good chance. He was quite unlucky last week, actually, in the heats of the competition. He's got his box. It's a winnable race, so hopefully it goes well.
And Ribble-Ash Summit, I mean, that looks a winnable marathon, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, yeah. She's right. She's in good form at the minute. She ran well last week at Crayford, and